Britain is leaving the European Union, and every divorce means work for attorneys. Brexit will require hundreds of new trade agreements to be written. Labour and social welfare laws will have to be renegotiated. London's law firms will probably be among those who profit from Britain's EU exit. For example, the Ashurst Company.
Market panic, let's do what we can to...
We met with Rob Aird. He's one of the partners in the firm.
So many moving parts. It's just a monumental task, and as I say, it touches on all aspects of our lives, and that's really is the key thing, is that there are so many sort of interwoven bits in the fabric of society, but to actually get a grip on that task is going to take a long time, and I think most commentators seem to think between 5 to 10 years to actually work out.
For the next 2 years, Britain will remain a member of the European Union. Only after that will new laws take effect. For example, on the labour market. It's possible that citizens of the EU and of Britain will need visas to work in each other's countries.
There'll be some form of transitional provision put in place that effectively means that EU law continues to apply. The UK will adopt EU law until it can actually work out the exact sort of effect of all the kind of provisions.
Politicians will have to negotiate whether Britain will still have access to the European domestic market. Many companies hope trade will continue to be carried out with little bureaucracy and no customs duties. When Britain is no longer in the EU, it will have to work out new trade agreements with each EU country. The existing agreements will no longer be valid under EU law. Britain will also have to negotiate agreements with countries that aren't in the EU, because the existing arrangements are EU treaties.
Single market access will undoubtedly, there'll need to be some agreement around, for particular industries, around what that actually means. So for, say for a car manufacturer in the UK, there will undoubtedly be rules that they must satisfy to be able to export their cars into the EU. And similarly, same principle for a car builder in the EU wishing to import its vehicles into the UK.
Britain and the EU will have to create new laws for almost all areas of life: financial law, data protection, labour, competition law, real estate, patent law, and trade law. For the law firm's clients, like banks, insurance companies and large concerns, there is nothing worse than legal uncertainty.
It will be very important to our clients, and therefore to our business, that those agreements are negotiated relatively quickly to ensure that the access to these various parts of the world are there. Whether that is something that can be agreed within the 2-year window we were talking about earlier, that's quite tricky.
The proponents of Brexit wanted more freedom and autonomy for Britain. But at what price? In the end, maintaining a good relationship is of vital interest to both Britain and the EU.